So the Unity Cup is coming up 25th to 28th May. Ghana Black Stars yet to name a squad. Nigeria have named their squad. Yeah, you can check the Nigeria squad. Pretty good mix of old and new. And I think Ghana will do the same with Otoado. So what I'm trying to do here is try and hazard a guess as to who gets in, put in a couple of my own names. So I'm starting with the goalkeepers. Benjamin Asari, of course, everybody's favorite lollipop these days, gets into the squad. Jojo Walakot gets in, I think, because also he has a British visa, was born there. So a British passport, sorry. So he gets to stay in. I'm going to add one name that is completely off left because I think Atizigi gets to sit this one out. I want to see what they can do. Unfortunately, I think Atizigi is still our best goalkeeper, but hey, it is what it is. Lawrence Osei of Pando Heart of Lions. Put him in there, very experienced goalkeeper. I actually think he's a much better goalkeeper than Benjamin Asari, but hey, this is Ghana. Asari has the hype with him, but I'll say a big reason why Pando Heart of Lions have challenged for the league. With the defenders, I think that Jerome Opoku comes back again. Jonas Ajete of FC Basel has had a couple of call-ups, hasn't seen too many minutes. I think he deserves to get more minutes during this Unity Cup, then we can see what he's capable of. Ebenezer Anan at left back, again, we get to see him for 90 minutes, perhaps to see what he can do. And I kind of have a feeling he's going to leave Red Star Belgrade at the end of the season. Kamara Dini Mahmudu of Mediama, I think, also gets into the squad because I think Ochoado will stick with those he knows from the Ghana Premier League. He might not be going for too many newbies in there. Not a big fan, but then again, he's in the. Razak Simpson, certainly of Nations FC, gets in. I'm adding the Asante Kotoko left back, Albert Chesidu. He's had a pretty decent season at left back. Maybe he gets a shout in. Ebenezer Aban of Pando Heart of F, captain of Pando Heart of Lions, also gets in because he's used to the national team setup. And again, availability issues means that he's a name I will put forth. Kingsley Schindler as well. Perhaps gets a shout in for me. Now, midfield is where it gets a bit tricky. I'm going with Francis Abu. Again, I want to see what he can do. Forcing Amankwa because he plays in England already, so it will not be difficult to get him into camp. Michael Bedu of Plymouth Argyle, also he's already in England, so it will not be difficult to get him into the squad. Lawrence Ejekum has been impressive the past couple of months since has earned himself a full-time deal at Circle Bruges after joining on loan, so hey, he gets into the squad. I'm adding everybody's favorite player of the past 3 weeks in the Serie A, Ibrahim Suleimana, a chance for him to again impose himself and make a claim as the successor to Thomas Partey, perhaps, I don't know, stylistically a bit different. I'm adding Caleb Iwenchi of Northern, gone low-key, but he's had a pretty good season. Again, Unity Cup gives a good, kind of opportunity for us to see what this really talented chap can do for the future. Then we go to the forwards. I'm going with Kojo Poku, who plays in England, Peterborough. I think we haven't given him too much of a look. The Unity Cup again presents an opportunity to see what he can do. I'm going with Kamal Dean Suleiman of Southampton. He has no excuse not to show up. He's had a lot of free time this season, basically got into the squad of Southampton after recovering from injury, needs the minutes, needs to showcase himself to new teams. So I think Kamal Dean Suleiman is not one of those big players who gets the opportunity to get a break. I think Kamaldeen Suleimana should accept to play in this tournament. Emmanuel Beidou of Red Bull Salzburg, I think also needs to get a look in. He's had a remarkable 1 year. Showing up at this tournament will be just rewards for him. Jerry Free, of course, gets in these days automatically pretty much when it comes to the national team. Jordan Ayew, simply because I think he's captain. He's had a busy season. They've been relegated, but I think what he means to the team in terms of leadership, and because he's captain, I think Jordan Ayew, perhaps he might not play games, but will be a part of the squad. I say Adiabua Königsdorfer of Hamburg, who've qualified back to the Bundesliga. One of those players we've called several times, but has not even played like 300 minutes for the Black Stars here. Unity Cup is at one of those tournaments where we want to see what Königsdorfer can do. And then I'm going to throw in a name. Everybody's going to ask me, Godfred, are you crazy? But you might be surprised. Don't be surprised when you see him. Felix Afena-Gyan. Tell me who you think makes it to the Black Star squad in the Unity Cup.